Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for Tower of God Chapter 365 or Season 2 Episode 285. And, I did some complaining. I said Zahard's coming in too early. I still think that's true, but I think this was good regardless of that. While it's still true that it could be better, while it's still true that Zahard's probably coming in too early, I thought it was good. I don't remember, I believe I said as much in the live reaction. I'm pretty sure I really enjoyed it when I was reading it. But going back through and taking all the notes and stuff, I really thought it was a solid chapter. So yeah, let's go through it, talk about it. There were things, I guess we could have done with more of, and some things that maybe less of. Maybe hold off on Zahard and give us some of these other subplots first. Because we have a bunch of subplots going on, and I think it would be a lot better if those subplots had actually led to meeting Zahard, instead of Zahard jumping in too early and then sort of somewhat overshadowing the subplots, but hopefully not making them get forgotten. So either way, starting from the beginning, Rak and Andrasi are rushing to get to Bomb because of Rak sensing Zahard. Zahard, though, his design. It ain't great. I saw a bunch of people last week saying, maybe it's too similar to Wangnan. I said kind of the same thing. I agreed with them. I was like, I wanted him to look like Wangnan, but a little bit different. And he looks exactly like Wangnan here. A little bit too much, except Wangnan looks a lot cooler. And that should not be the case. When you're introducing the big bad, the king of the tower, he should be, even if it's the young version of himself, he should look cool or badass. Words like that should be used to describe him, not like lame or dorky. And he looked really lame and dorky. He had like the short shorts and just this goofy outfit. I think one of the top comments on the chapter was, Arlen turned you down because you're dressed like that. Get a new outfit. That was not looking very cool there, Zahard. But he starts. The basic gist of his conversation with Bomb is him asking Bomb about his past and identity, trying to figure out who he is, where he came from, and why he can use the Shinsu Black Hole Sphere. So he mentions that you're an irregular who doesn't know where you came from, but I know where I came from. It's a very spacious place. We don't get much more into it than that, but I believe he knew all of the 12 companions he had before entering the tower. So whatever world he's from, he knew them, and it had to be somewhat similar to the tower if they had a system of fighting and stuff like that, because we know of somewhat of his backstory between him and Arie, at least from stuff that's been revealed in the blog. So it's a bit odd. Bomb asks about his mom, which strikes kind of a nerve with Zahard, who shuts him down, just says, nope, don't know her. Then Rachel, we cut over to her. She finds Traveler and Joaquin, who obviously don't recognize her because she's Icarus right now. And glad to see Joaquin again. Hopefully he gets to be strong or important here. But Yura is meeting with a male Yura, basically. Basically a male version of herself. Maybe it's a brother, who knows. But that's really cool. Or it could perhaps even be like a father or something. I don't know, because this is the past version of whoever it is. But also there's a masked chick with the male Yura. And I thought it looked like Hax at first, but now going back, they had different hair colors. I thought that this chick's hair was dark like Hax's, but this chick has blonde hair. So who knows? For some reason the character design still looks familiar to me, but I can't think of any characters that look like that, so I think it's just me like confusing other series and characters. But either way, so Zahard says that being king means pushing others away, and then he reveals a monster within himself. So that's definitely like a Thrissa or demon or something like that. And that's something I had brought up just a long ass time ago, where I was like, we hear all these stories of Zahard being a good guy, and then we don't really know what demons are, but we know that they put them into the weapons to make ignition weapons, and they put them into Beta, they put them into Horyang and Kasano. So I was like, maybe the devils are, and they talk about a corrupting force in the tower, maybe the devils are this corrupting force. Maybe that's what made Zahard the way he is, and he talks about his inner evil, his inner monster or whatever, And I guess that's maybe what that is. He started off good, and somewhere along the way something was placed into him. And this could explain, again, why with the current version of Dada Zahard, he isn't good anymore. He's become like King Zahard. He's become sort of evilish, and he changed, like Edwan said. It might be because when the real Zahard came to visit him, he placed some sort of demon or a Dada version of a demon within him, and that could potentially even be it. That could be the it that they're looking for here. Maybe Bomb is supposed to absorb it like he did with the Thrissa, or something like that. Not sure how that'd be possible against Zahard, against young Zahard. But, I'm not quite sure. Because I feel like that would mean that, that would mean that it was taken there by Zahard, and that, that Gustang knew about it. Just thinking off the top of my head. Or maybe whatever it is, whatever Gustang sent Bomb to find, is actually just being guarded by Zahard and whatever's inside of him. And whatever was placed inside of Zahard was to help make him stronger and more evil in order to protect whatever it is. Bomb attacks involuntarily, and I saw a bunch of people, I think maybe in comments, asking, oh, do you think this is because of the thorn or something? I don't think so, simply because going back through, taking notes, rereading, Zahard says when he attacks, death is the easiest way to get rid of that fear, or to get rid of this fear, or whatever. So I think he attacked him just out of fear. Like, he saw how scary Zahard was, and he instinctively went on the attack. Out of fear, like fight or flight, he went for fight. I think that could have been the situation because of Zahard bringing that up. I think that if Zahard hadn't said that, maybe I would go with it was the thorn instinctively attacking him. But I think if it was the thorn instinctively attacking him, it would have done it when he first showed up, not when he revealed the monster. But either way, Zahard completely demolishes Bomb, just destroys him. And he says that he basically says he can control Shinsu in people's bodies. And what I'm thinking with this, a lot of people were saying, hey, Bomb got hit by the move, that means he can probably copy it. I'm thinking that's maybe true too, because Bomb's, the normal destruction fist, whatever that he uses, is caused, if you remember, by putting your hand on a person and vibrating the Shinsu within them till it bursts and causes the explosion of the attack. So, basically, Zahard said he was doing the same thing, except he was vibrating the Shinsu at a distance, rather than having to touch the person. So now, I think this is a power-up for Bomb. Since he was hit by that, he may now be able to use that move at a distance. But we'll see how it goes. At least if the pattern holds up, that's the way it'll end up. So then, what happened next? Oh yeah, then Rak and Andrasi finally get there, and Zahard threatens to kill Bomb, Rak, and Andrasi if he doesn't reveal his identity. We see Edwan at the very end telling Asensio to go get the mirror because Zahard's making a move. And that's where we end off. So it seems like we'll be getting some stuff with Edwan, and like I said, maybe Edwan can go into the hidden floor and go in there and try to attack the real versions of the Big Breeders. So the blog post, going to talk about that before some general thoughts. In the blog post, Siu says he feels bad that there isn't more Tower of God merch. I kind of get it. I mean, he's busy, he can't oversee everything. And there is a little bit. There were the figures, and they had the mobile game that I think is still going on. So, there's stuff there. But he says for the length that he's been doing it, he wishes there was more merch. He also says that Zahard's mask is inspired by the children's character Pororo, and that he says that it's going to be... Okay, he says he's going to be revealed that it's going to be revealed in the future, but he mentions it here. So it's like, isn't this kind of revealing it here? But he says that it'll be revealed in the future, but each of the 10 family heads or whatever has a color of Shinsu associated with them. Not necessarily hair color, but Shinsu will go along with that color, and that color will be what's associated with them. And the 3 he brings up are gold for Zahard, so he's counting Zahard in this, white for Arie, and blue for Kun. And I was thinking, do we know some of the others? We've seen some members of other families, and the only ones I could think of, only one for sure, Ha family is for sure red. Yuri uses red Shinsu. Novik uses red Shinsu. It seems the Ha family is red, and I guess Yura is just far enough from the main branch that she doesn't use red Shinsu, because I'm pretty certain the red destruction fist thing is a Ha family style thing. Oh yeah, Jinsung. Jinsung uses red Shinsu too, I believe. So it would seem red is definitely the Ha family color. And then Eurasia, is Eurasia pink? I remember Lorray uses just the regular basic bitch blue Shinsu, right? So yeah. But we have Irure, who is pretty pink colored, and I think maybe, has Lorray used pink before? So maybe Eurasia is pink? I don't know about the, I don't know about the, the Popodao family, because we've seen, not Popodao, Lopobia. We don't know about the Lopobia family, because each of them, I think, have had different Shinsu colors. I mean, Liliel's was, or Shiliel's was red, I believe. I don't remember what Liliel's was. And Kaiser's, I don't remember what Kaiser's was either. So, no clue about that family. And from what they talked about having so many different branches, I don't know if they have a variety of color anyway. And then I was thinking maybe Grace, the Grace family / V, black seems kind of like their sort of deal. So maybe they use black Shinsu or something. But either way, then again, has Bomb ever used black Shinsu? That wouldn't totally make sense for him either. Bomb uses the basic bitch blue Shinsu, unless he's using the Thorn, which then it goes red. And I think actually, has he used a different... I think he used... Wasn't Bomb's Shinsu purple when he fought against Daniel because he was copying Daniel's necromancy technique? Maybe. Something like that. But either way, Bomb's is usually blue and then red when he's using the Thorn. So, that doesn't quite add up. But either way, those were just some guesses. Last thing in the blog that I thought was worth mentioning says that Bomb messed with a delicate part of Zahard. Of course, bringing up Arlen. But that's it. Some general thoughts I have. It seems like Devil Zahard kinda maybe confirmed. He has something within him. We confirmed it's an actual thing, an actual monster within him. And that is, I would say, I guarantee to be what caused him to go evil, or what caused him to start being more evil, is that he had whatever this corrupting force was, this monster was inside of him. I wanted more of Rachel's group, but I'm cool with what we got, and I want more next week. I think that's really cool. I'd also like to see Kun Edwan and Zahard's reactions when seeing Joaquin for the first time, because of their relationships with Arie Hone and how they could react to seeing an Arie guy. So I actually would like to see that. And then Zahard, I saw it brought up. This isn't totally my original idea, but I saw it brought up by somebody, and of course it's something that anybody could come to, I guess. But they talked about how Zahard is more of a fold for Bomb. We already have a lot of characters doing that. Joaquin in kind of a way, Kun in kind of a way as well. But Rachel's a strong fold for Bomb, where they both started off and have the same kind of journey, except Bomb has power and Rachel doesn't have power. And we see how their decisions differ based on that. And of course there's more to it than just that, but that's a part of it. So she serves as kind of a fold for Bomb in that way, where they're both on the same journey, but one has a lot of physical power and one doesn't. And the way that Zahard works is a further fold for Bomb, and of course that's been the way since the beginning as well, since Bomb's the main character, Zahard's the king. But the way that works is Bomb didn't start with anyone. Bomb started all alone, and throughout the course of the series, he gained Kun and Rak, he gained all his friends in Volume 1, he gained new friends, and each arc it seems like he gains new friends and allies. They split into more different teams that come back here and there. He has to leave some people behind, but they're still kind of friends and allies, even if they're not traveling with him anymore. So Bomb started with no one and has been gathering people, where Zahard started this whole journey with allies. He didn't have to start alone, and he pushed people away as he went up the tower until, instead of them all making it to the top and being on equal ground, they all made it to the top, but he was king. So, yeah, he drove his friends away and even turned some of them into enemies, because it seems like a lot of the 10 family heads aren't totally in full cooperation and allegiance with Zahard right now. Not just in the mirror world, but in like outside, with Pope Augustin just as a really good example recently. So yeah, there's just that. And I enjoyed the chapter, even if Zahard showed up too soon. I thought it was a good chapter, and I trust CU with this, so I'm trusting him with it. I struggled with what kind of score to give this, so I'm going to give it maybe like 8.25 monsters within out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this week's chapter, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more. Tower of God, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff with the channel. And if you want a link to our Discord server, just ask and I'll give you one. That's it. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see you all next time.